The Caribbean Princess, classification Grand Class, maiden voyage April 3rd, 2004, gross tonnage 112,894, passenger capacity 3,140, crew capacity approximately 1,200. Alright, let's start on deck 5 forward, and the first thing we come to, well, other than cabins, it's the art auction area. They actually don't do the auctions here, but this is where they display the art for you to come look at. The first area we enter into is the piazza. And over here on the right side, first thing you come to, the International Cafe. You can find snacks available here 24 hours a day, and coffee too, but the coffee is an upcharge. We round the corner, we come to the little bar of Good Spirits. Alright, let's cross over to the other side of the piazza to see what we find. Well, here's where the band's going to be playing. The first thing we come to is the Internet Cafe and Library area. Now you can see they have a lot of computers here for you to use. And they do have a small library that has actually a few books and quite a few games. All right, let's keep moving on. Next is the duty-free shop, and you can buy alcohol here, but they won't let you have it till the last day of the cruise. They'll hold on to it for you. Just past that, we come to Vines. This is the wine bar. As you can tell, it has a nice seating area, and honestly, a nice selection of wines at a big bar too. Always gotta love a good Vines. And then we come in here to the center of the atrium. I always enjoy this about princess ships because to me they're just beautiful. And this one here is no different. Just behind the piazza on the port side is a dining room. And this is the island dining room. Let's take a look inside, see what it has. During the day, they have this dining room open for people to come and play games. They've got a good selection just waiting for people to show up. Now on this side, it's all walk-in. Located directly above this dining room on deck 6 is the Coral Dining Room. And you'll find that this dining room has the same menu as the others. Here's a good look at what a day might look like for you. And as we head in, you'll notice it's decorated very much the same way. They do have some buzzers here to page you when your table's ready. Just a little different color scheme, same type of dining room. All right, let's move on. Outside of the Coral Dining Room, you find some shops here on deck 6. This is Facets, where you can find your finer jewelry. Now honestly, I've never bought anything at these shops. Hey, there's guest services on deck 6, and this is Latitudes. And Latitudes is a place where you can buy watches and a few other things. In order to save time, I'm going to speed things up to get to the Crown Grill. That's next as we head forward. This is a beautiful Crown Grill area. Now before we go in to take a look, this is the future cruise credit office where you can help schedule that future cruise. And over here on the right, this is your shore excursion office. All right, let's actually head into the Crown Grill and see what it looks like. All right, let's head out of here and keep going forward on the ship. The next place we come to is Churchill's Lounge. Now, this is the smoking bar here on the ship. Open this door up. It's actually a cool sports bar. They'll usually have all sorts of different games going on in here. The smoke can get heavy in here at times, but pretty nice bar. Got a little dartboard. All right, let's head out and keep heading forward. Next on our list is the Theater Princess. You can enter the theater either through deck 6 or deck 7. Right now we're looking at it from deck 6. Nice big open space. Nice theater. Let's head back out to the piazza area at deck 6. And you'll find there's more shopping as well as, well, just more beautiful area to look at. The shopping on this side of deck 6 is the Limelight. Obviously you can get a lot of purses in there, it looks like. Again, another place I've never really been in. Now, if we keep heading aft on deck 6, we come to the Coral Dining Room again, but this time, this is the reserved side. Now, this is reserved for special dining people who have cabins much larger than my interior. Let's jump back to 7 forward. We're back at the Princess Theater, just to give you an idea of what it looks like from the 7th deck entrance. All right, let's head out and take a look at the rest of deck 7. Now, as we start to head towards the back of the ship, from the front of the ship on deck 7, first thing we come to, the casino. Now, we're going to do a whole casino tour on this ship, so I'm not going to go over it here other than to walk through. After we leave the casino, you can hear on deck 7 they have these kiosks. This is where they do a lot of their sale promotions. Plus they have more shopping. Waves. Another jewelry shop, and Essence, the perfume shop. All right, let's turn around and head back the other way. And on the other side, we come to Crooners. Now, this is kind of the music bar, so we got the bar set up at this end, and then the seating goes all along the side up to the piano and a little bit past it. So you'll also oftentimes have piano players or guitar players in here. It's really quite enjoyable. Again, the ship has a lot of hall space, so we're going to speed up to get to our next venue. Now you see all these nice couches out here? This is a great place to sit and relax, or you can hang out in the Explorers Lounge. Now this is the lounge where they're going to have a lot of their trivia and game show activities, as well as some musical performances done in the evenings. All right, let's keep heading towards the back of the ship. There's a sign for the Explorers Lounge, by the way. As we head back here, this is the iris photography area. Do you know anyone that's actually had a picture of their iris taken? I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I haven't seen it. Oh, these chairs are so comfortable to look outside. But we're more interested in the wheelhouse. And here we are, the Wheelhouse Bar. This is a great place to come and listen to music, sit down, and relax. Chairs are comfortable, it's got a dance floor, everything's here for you to enjoy the moment. And they put on some great moments in here. Alright, let's get out of here and head to the next place. And that's right next door. That's Sabatini's Italian Restaurant. This is an upcharge restaurant with excellent food. Let's take a look inside. Alright, let's head back outside and keep heading towards the back end of the ship. The next thing we come to is the photo center. So here you can buy some different things such as binoculars and speakers or your photos. This is also where you can view your photos to see if you really want to buy them. Our last stop on Deck 7, all the way in the back, is Club Fusion. Now, this is going to be a large venue, so they're going to hold their morning aerobics in here, they're going to do their comedy show in here, they're going to have larger meeting type things in here. Oftentimes your naturalist will do his presentation or her presentations in here. Now from here we're going to head outside because this ship has a promenade. Now we're going to do this at a little bit quicker speed to give you an idea of what this promenade looks like. But you can go all the way around. And up here in the front of the ship there are some beautiful views. Now for you walkers, I will point out 2.7 laps equals 1 mile. As we head back into Deck 7, we're going to head down the stairs to Deck 6. Now we're showing you this because see, it's in the back of the ship and the galley is in between, so you can't get here any other way. This is the Palm Dining Room, and this is where you're going to do breakfast if you're planning on doing the dining room breakfast. Alright, let's go hop in the elevator and head up to Deck 15 to the Lido deck. Now the back here is divided into 4 different sections for the buffet. This first one is Planks Barbecue. And what that means is they'll close this part off for a barbecue restaurant several nights a week. Otherwise, it's open and part of the buffet. And quite honestly, it's where the nicer seating is, more comfortable. And for breakfast, they tend to have the fresher foods back here, as well as an omelet station. Now this area that we're walking through right now is Steamers, and much like Planks, it's a specialty restaurant that's open several nights a week. This side is going to specialize in seafood. the Lido area, let's go outside and take a look at the pool area. There's two main pools on the Lido deck. Each one has a couple of hot tubs and a bar located with it. Let's keep moving around, see what else we find. In between the two pools, you'll find coffee and cones. This is where you can get your upcharge coffee and a soft serve on a hot day. Out by the second pool, you see they got some ping pong tables. And we got a couple of more jacuzzis here. And a very similar view as to the last one. Now, above the last pool, they did have a large screen that we didn't show. So we're going to keep moving forward here. This is the Salty Dog. During the day, you can get lunch here, whether it be specialty hot dogs or hamburgers. Kind of give you a look at what the menu looks like. And on the other side, well, of course, in the middle, we got the mix, and that's the pool bar at this pool. And this is the Slice. So this is where you're going to get your Italian pizzas. All right, let's head up a deck and see what we find. Beautiful view, that's for sure. And lots of lounge chairs to lay out on. Good day, you can walk up the side of the ship, but normally when it's a little rough or windy, they have this gate closed, blocking it off. You can get some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Now, unlike several ships in the fleet, you cannot go all the way around the front there. All right, let's go up another level. Now, this particular area, if you go all the way forward, which we're going to do, that's going to be the sanctuary. But this spot right here, this is where Kathy and I love to just kind of hang out and enjoy the sun. This whole area is normally filled with lounge chairs. Very enjoyable. But we're going to keep moving forward, heading towards the sanctuary. Now, you could tell it's early morning and a little windy up here, so everything's going to be kind of buttoned down. But we'll give you a look so you get an idea of what it is. The sanctuary is an upcharge area on the ship. Now, that's the spa pool. It's separated from the sanctuary just by a deck, and that is free to use for any adult. It's got two jacuzzis, and the recliners down there have a good 3.5, 4-inch pad. Really comfortable, but you got to get those early. They fill up fast. All right, back to the sanctuary. So this is an area where they're going to have a little extra service. You can get bento boxes for lunch delivered to you. They're going to have tea and coffee and water delivered up here. It's a nice quiet place. You can rent these little bungalow areas that you got closed off here like this. Now, like I said, you can see they're covered up because of the weather. But inside there's a TV set. It's a nice place on a nice day to hang out and have a good view. But if the weather's a little rocky, it's not the best place. Also, they will do massages up here. That's all an upcharge, but they do have that set up. All right, let's head to the next thing. Let's head down to that spa pool. Now, this is referred to as a spa pool because you can access it from the spa, or you can access it from that upper level like we just showed you. This is the adult only pool. It's a very comfortable pool, and look at the padding on those recliners. Yeah, that's a comfy one right there. All right, let's head in. And to the left here is the gym. So we're gonna go down here and take a look. Yep, first time I've been in this on the ship. We got some nice weight equipment. Got some machines. Treadmills. Kind of a stair stepper elliptical thing, I think. But look out the windows. Man, what a beautiful view. If you're gonna walk on a treadmill, that's a view to enjoy. Right out the front of the ship. All right, we got a couple of stationary bikes over here. And one more weightlifting. Let's head back. And right around this corner was a door I saw. And this is going to be the aerobics room. So in here, they're going to do their cycling classes, their different yoga, stretching type classes. Yep, that's the room for classes. All right, let's head on out of the gym before I break a sweat. Again, we're going to exit through this door, go by a pool, and we're going to go into the other side of the spa. So this room is going to be the waiting room. So when you're waiting to have a massage, they're going to sit you down here, you're going to fill out your paperwork, and then you're going to enter into one of those doors for treatment. Now this right here is the thermal spa. Let's take a look inside. All right, these are heated loungers. Those are tile chairs, recliners that get nice and toasty. Places to hang your robes, because they supply a robe for that. Hey, look at this sauna. I can smell the wood just looking at it. Now, I'm pretty lucky this morning. None of this is actually on, so it's not steaming up my lenses. This is the experiential rain shower they have. And right next door, the cold shower, the cold rinse. Whew. Got a couple more of those tile recliners over here. And this is your mild steam room. So when it's on, I can't film in here because my lens just automatically films up with steam. And guess what, folks? That's it for the thermal spa. That is an upcharge. We're going to go all the way around. Hey, let's take a look at the locker room. I'm sure there's nobody in here. Fingers crossed. So they do supply you with lockers. You don't need to bring a lock for that. It just uses a code. They've got a good supply of them. They've got showers and hair dryers and all that fun stuff in here. Now let's take a look through this door and you can see the actual spa area. This is where they're going to do the haircuts, the shampoo, the nails. All of that stuff happens inside that room. Currently locked, so I'm not able to get in there. So we're going to go ahead and exit out the spa now. And as we head outside here again, I'm going to show you this area. This goes, like I said, all the way up to the front of the ship, but you can't walk all the way around. All right, let's start heading back. But before we do that, why don't we see what's up above us here? There's some more stairs. Yep, all the way up here at the top in the middle of the ship, it's the putting green. Now, this is not miniature golf, as you can see. It's just a putting green, and they supply you with the putters. But most importantly, look at the views. Let's continue to head aft on the ship now. Here's a look at that jumbo screen. And then this area up here is another area where they'll put out lounge chairs. And at night, people are going to be sitting up here on these lounge chairs watching movies under the stars on the big screen. That is, if it's warm. Let's head in this door right here in the aft of the ship, and that's going to bring us to the kids area. I'm going to run you through here. I don't have any kids, but this is an area. So this is the family zone where you can have parents actually with their kids kind of hanging out, I think. All sorts of different levels to be at there. And then we have a couple more rooms. This is Youth and Teen Club. First one's the Lodge. That's ages 8 through 12. Got some computers up on the screens. Air hockey. Different tables to do things. Connect 4. Wow, I haven't seen that game in a long time. And of course, a big screen TV for the kiddos. It looks like we've got some type of Mario's games going on that they can play. The next one is the Treehouse. That's ages 3 through 7. They've got all sorts of little areas here. Yeah, once again, my children are all grown, so I don't know too much about what goes on back here. Now, I do know that that area out there is accessible from the outside, and again, that's kind of where families going to play with their kids while they're kind of warming up to this area, I think. Oh boy, last one's the beach house. This is for the grown teenagers, 13 to 18. And again, we got air hockey, skeet ball, ping pong, foosball. In here, we've got some different monitor stations. And of course, we got a giant chessboard. So all sorts of fun things for kids to do on this ship. Now we're going to head outside and keep going a little bit more aft. There's this small splash zone right here. This is perfect for the little kiddos who aren't big enough to be in swimming pools. Wow, that's a weird looking thing. We'll go over that in a minute. Yeah, you don't normally see that on a cruise ship. Of course, if you're watching your kids in the splash zone, you need to have the reef bar up here to keep the adults happy. That's an adult dip pool, so it's cooler water to jump into. Sorry about that, folks. And this right here is a jacuzzi. Should have known there'd be one of those. Now, on the other side from the splash zone, I find this very interesting. They have these shade cover areas where you can both get sun and shade. And honestly, that area was really crowded on our cruise. Check out this back deck, though. See those two areas, one on that side, one on the other? Some of my favorite spots to watch the sunrise and the sunset. Plus those sofas right there, pretty comfortable. Let's head down and take a look at this. There's that kids area I was telling you about. We're gonna head out onto this little wing. I really enjoyed having my coffee out here in the morning. The views are just incredible. Now, my experience with this pool in the back is kind of mixed because it's in the shade a lot of the day. And those are your two little exit doors down to deck 14. You can sneak on from deck 14 there. But yeah, the pool, because of that big fin thing on the top, it's always in the shade, so it tends to be a little cooler. Speaking of that big fin thing, we're gonna make our way up that area. But first, let's stop at the sports deck. They've got the full basketball court netted all the way around so you don't lose the ball. And inside you got guys, well, cleaning the deck. But as you can see, there's also a pickleball net, so they'll set that up for pickleball. The last place we're going to visit is inside this wing area here on the back of the ship. Yep, that's going to be Skywalkers. All right, Skywalkers is a nightclub that during the day is nice and quiet for a place for people to hang out. Now, the thing I just walked up is actually a people mover. It's not working right now. It only works when they have events going on up here. This is the dance floor. They've got all this beautiful seating, nice, comfortable stuff on both sides. And look at all the windows for views, guys. This is a fantastic place to come hang out during the day and just look at the ocean. So the staircase right here is actually an emergency staircase. They have it all fancied up, but it goes nowhere but out down at the bottom. All right, let's keep chugging along here. Show you some more of the seating and the windows that go all the way across. This is also where they're going to have their elite and platinum members lounge. So you'll come up here in the evening for like a happy hour and some hors d'oeuvres if you want. And as we make our way across to the other side, pretty much looks the same. We still got the same staircase on this side for emergency evacuation. And this is also the side that the bar is located on. All right, let's get out of here. So that leaves us one final thing to do. Let's get there. All right, let's take a look at Baja 324. This is an interior cabin, and this is where we're going to call home for the next couple of weeks. Now, as we come in here, you can see, yep, it's the normal. It's got the mirror in the back, 2 night tables, the desk, the TV, and the mirror in the front. You got a hairdryer on the wall, and my favorite part, the mini bar for the elite people. Not too bad. Now, it has 3 drawers and 3 shelves, but take a look at this. These is the only plugs that you'll have in the room. If we go over here to the nightstand, there's light switches, no plugs, no USB cables. It does have the night light. How about the other side? Let's take a look at that. Well, we don't even have switches here. We just got one for the nightstand light. And yep, we got switches back here to turn them on and off from bed. That's it, folks. No other plugins. All right, back over here, we do have the mini fridge. I wonder how big these drawers are. Wow, that's not that big. Take a look at my hand size. All right, let's head back over here. We got another full-length mirror. Got another automatic light. That switch I just hit's for the bathroom. Nice size closet. And then you have these shelves in here with the mini safe. Now, I call it a mini safe because check this out. Yeah, that's not gonna fit my iPad or my laptop in there. All right, let's see what the bathroom looks like. All right, looks like we got our normal interior bathroom. Lights above, We got the sink, the shelf below. Oh, what do we got here? Got lotion and hand wash. In the shower, got body wash and shampoo. Hey, no handheld wand in here. Other than that, it's looking like a normal princess bathroom. I hope you've enjoyed this ship tour. Hey guys, thanks for traveling with us. If you want to keep exploring with us, click one of the videos on your screen. And remember, don't wait for someday. Travel bigger now.